Ho ho! It's party night, and you know what that means? Party snacks. And I've just got some in the oven here. Ho ho! So, Muffin Time. It is a simple take-that style card game in which you and your friends engage in what can only be described as reverse Uno, in which you all try to make sure that you have 10 cards in your hand upon the start of your go. The last player to have eaten a muffin goes first. Huh? What? Muffin Time. It's a really simple game for 2 to 8 players. I guess I should probably set this up, right? That's right. This is a deck of 200 unique cards that you and your friends will be starting with 3 of. On your turn, you can either draw a single card from the center, easy peasy, or you can play one of the cards from your hand for its effect. You see, cards come in 3 unique flavors: actions, traps, and counters. Now, you can play down as many traps on your turn as you want, such as one which is like, make someone say your name. Easy peasy. Then you just sit there and wait as play continues to revolve around the board, and you just desperately hope that someone, somewhere, activates your trap card. Hey, what's my name? Oh, is it like Jeremy? Daniel? Oh no, I've got it. It's like Jamie? Jamie, right? Oh, it's Jamie. Brad? Hey, what's my name? Sorry, do I know you? The action cards are where a lot of the fun begins to shine forth, because they're both very weird and oddly specific, like Alien Invasion, in which you then give your entire hand to another player, which I'm sure has some uses somewhere, or Shoot Me, which is a card in which if you start your next go with any cards in hand, well, you're gonna win the game. Suddenly, everyone's gonna start hating you and gonna start throwing a lot of cards at you. All of these cards are very take that, which I know people dislike take that mechanics. They can feel unfair and, you know, a little mean. But let me let you in on a little secret here. This game is one big take that mechanic. Everything you're doing is just, I don't know, drawing a card simply because you've got a hat on, or making another player discard their entire hand because they've been blessed with the virtues of youth. You little young rapscallion, you babe swaddled in the cloth, you. You're all trying to get to 10 cards, and if you manage to get that number of cards, well then, like some sort of wild Uno, you declare Muffin Time, and then if you manage to hold on to those 10 cards, by the time it's made an entire rotation around the table, gets to you, you've got 10 cards. Well, hot dog, cowfolk, you've only gone and become the king of Muffin Time. But so far, so spicy Uno. Look, I get it. Muffin Time is a very simple game. I am struggling to make a video about this due to just how simple it is. But also, Muffin Time is very genuinely quite fun, and all of that comes down to the wide array of action cards and cards that come up in the game that wildly change how the game works. Oh, is everyone trying to get to 10 cards? That's great, because I'm going to play the end, which now means that whoever has the fewest cards on my next go wins the game. Have fun trying to make sure that that's a tie at every possible moment so the game continues, with this rule always in play. Ha 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 ha! Or maybe you want to play 1 Year to Live, which is basically the same, but now with whoever has the most cards. Why not play them at the exact same time? What could possibly go wrong? suddenly the tension in the game has shifted dramatically as everyone's kind of confused as to what's happening and everyone's brains are beginning to wobble as they're keeping track of everything all at once. But then, if you think the game is just about to get too silly, like some sort of Monty Python sketch gone wrong, well, there is also a card that you can play that just simply resets the game to the very beginning again. Phew. One of the great things with this game is that for a party game, it still promotes conversation around the table, because a lot of party games, or games for parties, are often loud, boisterous, and involve a lot of hooting and hollering, which is fine, you know, that's a perfectly fine way of spending an evening. But sometimes you might just want a little light game sat in the middle of a table whilst you're still just chatting with your friends. And that's Muffin Time. Each turn, each action is very quick and very simple, and a lot of the cards do actively rely on people talking and discussing and doing things around the table beyond just simply playing cards, such as one which relies on someone responding hello to you. How hard could that be? Hello! So you see, like, if an alien species had like 6 fingers in total on their hands, like this would be 10 to them, right? Okay, yeah, I see it. So like logically, once you get to 55, you then go up to 100, right? Oh god. You know, you've only got 6 fingers. Am I a ghost? So you just do everything in 6s for us, but for them it would be, well, it'd be 10 still. So yeah, you just go from, you know, 55 to 100, because this is 10. The smoothness of gameplay and just how loosely non-committal everything is makes this such a perfect game to play in a party because of just how easy it is to just kind of drop and stop playing. Which sounds bad, but it isn't. The goal is to get 10 cards, which is a very simple objective that doesn't necessarily require any sort of grand strategy. You're just drawing cards, playing cards, having a good time. But it also means that you're not having to create some grand scheme where you've invested a lot of brain units into things. So when more people turn up and want to ruin your Muffin Time by being like, hey, maybe let's not play board games anymore, it's fine because you don't have to lose a lot of strategy that you've just played, because maybe people don't want to play board games. But at the same time, why are you even in my house? Now then, some of you might have noticed that this is a card game based on the internet videos of one Tomothy Scarathy. Imagine making videos on the internet. Who would do such a thing? Now, this might be a bit of a red flag because a lot of card games and board games that have come out that are based on like lol, that's so random, lol, internet humor and culture are, well, often quite bad. But, and I cannot stress this enough, while some of these sorts of games can be perfectly tolerable and others I will actively refuse to engage in and despise, Muffin Time, on the other hand, is genuinely quite good. Like all the others, the internet culture and internet humor rapidly just sorts of dissolves into the background because it's not really relevant, and sometimes it's just kind of meh. But the actions on the cards themselves are both involved enough and unique enough that it keeps the game actively, like, and consistently fun. I genuinely like Muffin Time as a game to play at a social gathering, like early on in the night. There's no player elimination, so no one is immediately excluded from the fun. Like, it actively promotes conversation and engaging in activities beyond that of the table, so it doesn't just, you know, limit conversation to just the board game. And it's just so simple, it revolves around the table quickly, and the action cards are silly and effective, and it just zings. Really, the main complaint, and this may not surprise people that I have with this game, is why is the box so big? Like, it's just a deck of cards. Why is this box so massive? Like, seriously, what's even in this box? Oh, it's muffins. And there it is, Muffin Time, a fun little party game through the medium of cards that works as this wonderful little side dish to a social gathering where, you know, it's just very light, breezy, everyone can talk freely, and it's not a game that immediately starts to collapse the moment people stop paying attention to what's going on. Oh god. So, host a party, bring on some people, gather your friends and show them a good time with Muffin Time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fun little board game to play with all of my friends. Ha ha ha.